What up, guys? It's Soesky, and today we are talking about reveal number 14 for Demonic Pacts League 6 in Old School RuneScape. It's a pretty interesting one today, actually. It could be really good, it could be really bad. Basically, it's a relic that is going to let you teleport to any agility shortcut as long as you have the region unlocked and the agility level for said shortcut. It will teleport you to the less favorable side of the shortcut. So, like, for example, in Mount Kurlum, or whatever the fuck it's called, below the Slayer Master Konar, you'll teleport to the bottom of the stairs and then have to scale the cliff face. There are some in, I think there are shortcuts in some of the raids regions too, so it'd be interesting to see how that works. And then Norse teleport restrictions in the wilderness. All very cool stuff there. We'll take a deeper look at it here. So it's actually a really interesting relic. I've been seeing people on Twitter shitting on it already. I'm gonna be fast about this. I have some really good takes on it, some really bad takes on it. But I gotta be fast because I gotta do some Easter stuff today. So it's up against Evil Eye, which is the bossing teleport in tier 3. And I've been seeing people say, oh, if you pick this, your leaks is already dead, blah, 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 blah. I don't necessarily think so. I think it's very region dependent. It depends on your region, how big your region is, how many agility shortcuts your region has, and the location of those agility shortcuts and whether you can make use of them or not. Let's start with the bad right away for map of Alacrity. And you guys can see I have the RuneScape mini-map open here in the bottom left. Starting with the bad, regions without a lot of shortcuts, far from a teleport. So, like, if you have a region with a lot of agility shortcuts, but it's close to, like, a jewelry teleport or some other teleport that you already have, probably not worth it, right? I also don't think it would be worth it, perhaps, if you don't take Barbarian Gathering or Hotfoot, as it'll suck early game. Imagine you take Abundance and Forager and then Map of Alacrity, and you're sitting at your tier 3 teleport relic, not being able to teleport anywhere because you're fucking 20 agility or something like that. So that, in that sense, isn't great. And a lot of the useful possible teleports tend to be higher level agility obstacles. So if you don't take either Barbarian Gathering or Hot-Footed, it's going to take you a while to get your agility level up there to make use of this teleport relic compared to something like Evil Eye. So that's something to keep in mind. Now for the good. It has potential synergy with the Wilderness, I suppose, because it does have, the Wilderness does have, like, some teleports that are closer to, like, some of the bosses. It has agility shortcuts that are, like, the stepping stones, for example, right next to Vedion's Rest, right next, pretty close to Callisto's Den, if you don't take the PVM one, and pretty close to the Silk Chasm as well. It also has, there's shortcuts in the Wilderness Slayer Cave. So you could utilize these 4 shortcuts in the Slayer Cave, which the highest of which you need looks like level 70. Then you have the Reverent Caves. You can utilize some teleports for the Reverent Caves. Looks like around level 75 is the max for that. The big one that I'm thinking, 2 big ones actually what I'm thinking right now. So I guess I would actually say there's some agility shortcuts close to farming patches that you can maybe utilize if you don't take something like Friendly Forager or Nature's Accord. So that would be interesting maybe. But now let's talk about the big bonuses of this relic possibly. First, and this one's not as big of a deal, but Valimor does have some really useful stuff as far as agility shortcuts go. It'd make Veil Totems much faster, I feel like, because for the routes for Veil Totems, you have like a Veil Totem here, and then agility, Veil Totem, agility, Veil Totem, agility, Veil Totem, agility, Veil Totem. So getting around the Veil Totem route would be a lot faster and better XP with this relic, but fletching's already so fast, I don't know if you really need it for that. You have some nice teleports over the Ralos Rise entrance here. Huey Codal would be much easier to get to. Where is Huey? Is that Huey? No, Huey's over here. Huey would be much easier to get to. That would be pretty nice. And then the big one, guys, is where I'm at right now. If there's no other agility solve, I might take this. We'll have to see. I feel like there will be something other way to solve agility. But if not, if you're taking Zaya, Soul Runecrafting could be huge. I could see it getting up to rates of around like 1.5 mil an hour doing soul crafting. Somewhere around there perhaps. Because what you can do is you can come here, you teleport to this little rock climb, you mine your essence. You teleport to this rock climb, you go make your shards. Teleport back to here, mine your essence, teleport back to here, make your other shards. Then you teleport to here on the boulder, and you run to the soul altar and make your runes. Then after you're done making your runes, you teleport back to this rock climb instead of having to run all the way back down and then back to this rock climb and start mining again. So not only do you save time from running back and forth between the dark altars twice, you then save time by not having to go all the way back out towards the dark altar a third time, and then all the way around to the soul altar, and then all the way back from the soul altar down the agility cut back into the mine. So there's going to be a massive time save on something like Soul Wars Runecrafting with this relic. So if there is not a different solve for Runecrafting, I could see myself maybe possibly taking this, because it's got some other stuff kind of thrown in there that where it's like, okay, well, I can't teleport directly to a boss, but, you know, I can get close. Now, I will say, the one thing that would maybe change my mind on that is if there is some sort of spec relic that I decide to take, then the bossing thing could be huge. If you're teleporting to bosses that are not in a instance, or like raids, that could be pretty nice for like some wilderness bosses maybe to utilize the evil eye. But yeah, if there's no spec relic to utilize evil eye with, and there's no other runecrafting solve, I could see myself making a case for a map of Alacrity this league, because yeah, that soul runecrafting would be increased by, I'd say, probably at least 2 times almost, because it doesn't take very long to mine. A lot of the time is spent running to this altar, and you'd cut so much time off doing that. You'd be fucking producing runes out the yin. It'd be awesome. But yeah, so that's my take. I haven't looked very much into like all this yet. Oh, it's also very good for the Brimhaven agility course, or not Brimhaven agility course, but the Brimhaven dungeon. If you need to do some Slayer in there to get started off, that could be really nice. Could be good for like the catacombs in Korend, would maybe be a little bit faster to get around in. So there's lots of little niche uses, but definitely by far, I think the best one's going to be Zaya Soul Wars crafting. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, or any other cool maybe synergies or routes or methods you think you could use with the map of Alacrity. There was one that finally started to reveal some demonic pacts, which is awesome. Melee range is doubled while using two-handed weapons, so things like halberds. So you can kill Zulura with melee, which is awesome. You can kill Jad easier with halberds with melee. That was returning from last year. Bows attack 1 tick faster. This could have awesome synergy with something like the Echo Hespori bow, which is a short bow, being 1 tick faster. So that Echo boss could have a really nice... that weapon could benefit greatly. This one, I don't think anybody knows what this really means yet, the water runes. So we're going to fucking skip over that for now. But yeah, the demonic packs are coming out. And Tuesday, it looks like, April 6th is tomorrow. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know what that's all about. That's new, I think. Very interesting. And then, yeah, we should get a massive reveal on April 7th, Tuesday. So I'm excited for that. But thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. And I'm going to start doing a bunch of shorts, I think, for guides and methods on what some solves for League 6. All right, peace out.